Okay guys, let's talk about it. So I went to see Spider-Man Brand New Day, and I have some frustrations with this movie. Okay, so don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the movie from start to finish. This Spider-Man movie was probably one of the best Spider-Man movies that I've seen in a while. I would say that this film was either an 8.5 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10, but I think it was a solid 9 out of 10 because it was just absolute cinema. So, like, it met my expectations, but then some expectations were not met. I'm gonna spoil some things for those of y'all who haven't seen it. So, my frustration with the film was I came into the film thinking that I was gonna see a lot of the Spider-Man villains, like see more screen time of Tombstone and Tarantula and all the other people. They only showed them for like a couple seconds at the beginning of the film. I was so excited to see, like, okay, we got Tombstone in here, so maybe Tombstone would take over after Kingpin was dethroned from New York in Daredevil season 2. So I came in there thinking that there was going to be a connection of some sort, but there was no connection whatsoever. I thought maybe they were going to make Black Tarantula be the boyfriend of MJ in this film, because we show Peter and he finds Ned and MJ at a party, and he sees that MJ has moved on to someone else and she's dating some guy. It would have been a nice twist if they made the boyfriend be Black Tarantula, and then he's a supervillain working for the Hand and nobody knows it, and then Peter finds out. That would have been a nice addition to the film, but I can't complain too much about it, but yeah, that was my issue on it. I appreciate that they had more Scorpion in this film. Glad they showed him throughout the whole movie, because that was a nice addition to the film. I wanted to see more of him fighting Spider-Man, so we got to see that though. Another thing that frustrated me about Brand New Day was not Sadie Sink. I enjoyed Sadie Sink's role. She did a pretty solid job. A lot of people was like, I didn't know that Max was Vecna in this film. It was so funny though. But the thing that frustrated me the most was during the final scene where they have where Spider-Man, he's getting to Jean, and she's starting to like relate to him and reason with him. And then, Punisher, Frank Castle, he freaking has a sniper rifle and he goes to take the shot and take out Jean Grey. He ends up taking out Spider-Man. So I'm thinking, okay, Spider-Man, they really finna have this dark ending where Spider-Man gets taken out by the Punisher and then he freaking, gets unalived. And so a lot of fans wanted to see, the comic book scene where Spider-Man is getting out the grave with the black suit. So everybody wanted Spider-Man to have the symbiote the whole time in the film. And then he ends up, when he gets off, he goes to the funeral, and then he ends up getting out the grave in the symbiote suit. That would have been the most unexpected Marvel ending for the movies, and they robbed that from us. They robbed us of that. So I think I was very frustrated and kind of disappointed and let down because they didn't go that route that they could have gone and that they should have gone. So they ended with like a more happy ending to it, but it's like it's not that happy because freaking MJ freaking doesn't remember everything and she left him, and she's not gonna, go back and get together with him at the end of the film. That's not how this was. So I think it would have been a better ending if it happened that way, but we didn't get that. And they kind of downplayed the Hand because, they were working for damage control. But, yeah, that's another thing I was kind of frustrated about, because we had so much potential to see Daredevil, and I just think it would have been a nice opportunity, but we didn't get that. And then the post-credit scene kind of upsetted me because they didn't give us more. They didn't show us what happens in between freaking Spider-Man Brand New Day and Doomsday. So I have no idea where the heck Spider-Man even is at the end of this film. They showed the Spidey tracker and he's somewhere outside of Earth. So I don't know. Maybe it's Spider-Verse. I don't know. But let you guys know what you think in the comment section. Thank you for watching.